Hi everyone and welcome to JP's Skateboard channel, and I also would like to welcome you to JP's backyard snowskate session. In this video I'm gonna practice on getting better at kickflips. This was probably my third time on a snowskate, and kickflip started to come about. And I gotta say, it's a lot tougher on snowskate than on regular skateboards. I started to flatten down the snow and get a good even surface to skate on. And I noticed that snow with lumps can be very interfering when working on tricks. So I began warming up with a couple of shove-its, which is not the best ones, but they are getting more consistent. I'm still having a little bit of work to do on my ollies, but for some reason this doesn't affect the kickflip. And it feels like my kickflips is a lot better on snowskate than on regular skateboards. It might be that the snowskate is a bit heavier and I need to use more force when flicking. Not that my kickflips are great on a skateboard, but they feel more like a proper kickflip when I land it. And landing primos is not that much of a bummer. The snow is absorbing much of the impact. Plus all the winter clothes makes me feel like the Michelin man falling. In other words, falling is much more forgiving with snowskate, but it still hurts when the board smashes your shins. And here I was really closing in on the kickflip. I landed too much sideways, but it was starting to look promising. It's also a challenge to get your feet in the right position, since the surface can be uneven, and sometimes the board can start to slide sideways, which can get a bit annoying, especially when the snow gets more and more compact as the session goes on. After a while, I began experimenting with other tricks and see how some of them translated from skateboard to snowskate. First, I tried a frontside 180, and that wasn't even close, and that's something I gotta work on. And then I went a bit crazy to see if a frontside no comply could work. And it worked better than I expected. It was a bit weird at first, but I'd definitely take it. It's quite awkward doing that trick on snow because you don't really have the same control as a regular skateboard. Either the board or the foot you put on the ground tend to slip, but I was surprised how quickly that trick came. I also had a little fight with 360 shove-its, and I only ended up with a super sketchy one. It wasn't even full 360, but I will get better. And now it was back to kickflips. I was really closing in on them now, even though I felt sometimes. It was getting late and I didn't want to bother the neighbors, but I know they are super cool with me riding in the backyard. Eventually I got a couple of kickflips, and the later one I was particularly satisfied with. It was only a shame I didn't have more speed so I could slide away. But you can't get it all now, can you? And that's all for this video. Stay tuned, the next video me and my buddy Kitty will hit the skate park with our snow skates. And that day was a blast, so I see you all then.